So this is what we are about to make in today's video. This is Carne Asada street tacos. So keep watching. I'm going to show you exactly how we about to do this. These are the things that you need. Of course, you need steak, you need limes, oranges, fresh cilantro, fresh garlic, olive oil, and then we have several different herbs and spices I am about to go over with you right now. So the herbs and spices that we have is going to be sage, smoked paprika, cumin, garlic powder, oregano, thyme, and rosemary. So now let's create the marinade. The first thing you want to do is separate the leaves from the stems for the cilantro. You want about 1.5 cups of fresh cilantro. You do not want it finely chopped, but you want it like roughly chopped, but just not really big chunks, if that makes sense, but you don't want them very, very small either. So fresh cilantro is a key element for this marinade. You do want to use fresh cilantro, and you can go to your local Italian grocery store, or you can go to a farmer's market and they normally have it. I think like supermarkets or grocery stores have it too. Once you are finished roughly chopping the fresh cilantro, it should look like this. Be sure to have a little bit more just for the ending when you plate the tacos. So next we are going to take some fresh garlic and we're going to crack it and we're going to peel it. It's very important not to use minced garlic. You do not want to use minced garlic for your carne asada. After you have cracked and peeled the fresh garlic, you want to roughly chop it. So you just want to run your knife through a couple times. You do want big chunks. You do not want small little pieces. Like I said, we do not want to mince this garlic. So it should look like this, and you want like 1/3 cup of fresh garlic. So now here comes the stars of the show. You need the juice of 3 limes, and you also need the juice of 2 oranges. Now we are going to mix the marinade. So the first thing you want to do is you want to take the fresh cilantro and you want to put it at the bottom of whatever dish that you have. Then you want to add the fresh garlic. Don't be afraid to use all of the garlic. So now you're going to take the olive oil. You're going to take about 1 cup of olive oil. It does depend on how many steaks that you have, but for this recipe, I used 1 cup. After that, you just want to go ahead and mix the oil and the garlic and the cilantro all together. At this stage, after that is when you add the meat. So you want to add the steaks in. Coat the steaks a little bit with the first stages of the marinade. Just dip them in and then flip them. And now we are going to take the seasonings and we are going to dump it on the steaks in the same dish. You want to use all of it. So this is about 1 tablespoon of each herb that I named in the beginning. You just want to dump that on top. And now we are going to take the limes. We're going to squeeze the juice out, and you want to squeeze all of the limes. These 3 limes gave me about 1 cup of lime juice. If you have smaller limes, then maybe you can use more than 3, but you just need 1 cup of lime juice. After you are done squeezing the limes into the marinade, you are going to take the oranges and you are going to do the exact same thing. You need 1 cup of orange juice as well. So fresh is better. So if you do not have fresh oranges or fresh limes and you just have the juice, you can use that as well. You also need soy sauce. Don't almost drop it like I just did. You need 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. This is important too. The soy sauce adds salt to the marinade naturally. So once you get done putting the soy sauce in the marinade, you are going to take 2 tablespoons of brown sugar and add it as well to balance out that salt. Now we are done with the marinade, and you just want everything to mix well. Let everybody meet, each other. Make sure all the seasonings are dissolved, all the brown sugar, all the dry rub, everything is nice and well incorporated. So at this point, you should be able to smell this marinade. After you get everything well incorporated together, it should look like this. And now you are going to cover it and you are going to refrigerate it for a minimum of 6 to 24 hours. So I suggest that you do this the day before. It is the next day, so we are about to grill. You can use a outside grill or one of these that I used. So you want to make sure that the pan is very, very hot, and you just want to lay your steaks in the pan. Simple as that. I did 2 different cook times for each steak. The first one I did well done. The second one I did medium well. So you can cook your steak to your liking. I personally like medium well. I don't like well done steak, but as you can see, some people do. I'm not mad at you. So the next thing that you want to do is you want to grab some mini corn tortillas. They do have them in the package that looks like this, and it clearly says street tacos, but street tacos is mini corn tortillas. That's it. You want to spray down a griddle, and you want to lay the corn tortillas on that griddle. So it's going to take about 3 to 4 minutes, I would say, each side, because you do want them a little charred like this. It does not take long at all. So now we are about to chop the steak. Make sure you let the steak rest before you begin to slice it. This dish, I did 2 different cuts. As you can see right here, you see me slicing the well done steak, and it's pretty thin. I didn't really want to go any thinner than that because the steak was pretty much very tender. So next up, we are going to cut the other steak. So the other steak is medium well, and we are going to cut these into chunks. So you want to slice it a little bit thicker than the first one because you're, again, going to chop those into chunks. So I did 2 different cuts, so it was no confusion when it came to selecting the well done or the medium well steaks. So the hard part is over. Now you can assemble your tacos. Grab yourself some aluminum foil and create like a boat, and that is just to sit the tacos on top and keep them warm. So the corn tortillas are very thin, so you do want to double it. Next, you want to take your selection of steak and you just want to place that in the middle of the tortilla. Now you're going to take 2 ingredients and 2 ingredients only. That is red onion. Take a little bit, and then you want to take a little bit of cilantro, and that is it. This is your carne asada street taco. So try to put a good amount of steak, like don't stuff it, but make it, filling. So these are street tacos, so you do not need a lot of extra stuff in this taco dish. All you need is red onion and cilantro, and just if you like extra lime, you can just slice some limes up and put them on the side. That's all you need. And I'm just showing you right here, this is what it should look like. Like I said, you don't need all that extra stuff. I did make some guacamole and put it on the side, so if you go ahead and try this recipe, let me know, and I will see y'all in the next video.